Okay, this is the fourth of these screen shares in the series. I'm going to call this Let's Build One Together. And in this recording, there's not going to be any definitions or theory, just opening up the builder, and here's what you do to get started. We're going to build a working custom GPT in under 3 minutes. This is a brand new one. It's different and it's practical. The only four fields that matter here in this starter example or beginner's example is the name of the GPT, the description, the instructions, the example. It's not going to be any philosophy or when to use it or overlap with any other, hopefully any other of the previous videos. So let's pick something not covered in the last video, like a simple content outliner. And we'll go ahead and get started by, we're in my GPTs, where you start. The next logical step is create a GPT, customize a version of a GPT for a specific purpose. And then you see, as I mentioned, the name, description, and instructions. Put anything you want in there, really. And we're going to start with, we'll just do this, a calm email drafting assistant. Let's see. I'm going to put it in here in create. See what happens. It's just a way to get it kick-started, and then we'll go back to the configure that I was on just a moment ago. Let's see what it comes up with. Great concept. This is clear, focused, and very useful. I suggest we name this GPT Calm Email Assistant. Simple and descriptive and easy to remember. So let's go ahead and copy that and see if it pasted it into the name field. I'm just going to say, does it work? Yes. And that's probably what will kick it in and put it in that name field under configure. Let's go ahead and check that. Nope, it didn't put it in there, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Calm email assistant. Description. Okay, so far, help draft calm, clear, professional emails. And let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions, which can and will be refined. These are the instructions that that GPT came up with. This GPT helps users write clear, calm, and professional emails in situations that may be emotional, tense, or sensitive. I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but the next section are the conversation starters, which are always changeable. Draft a calm reply to this email. Rewrite this to sound more professional, obvious and logical. Make this email firm but polite. Help me say no without sounding rude. I like that one. And then, of course, there's knowledge, upload files. We're not going to do that now. It's a little bit more advanced. This is just a beginner, get started. Okay, so this is a conceptual explainer, practical builder, excuse me, beginner build. And if you want, we can go into this in a little bit more detail, but let's go ahead and do this right now just to keep this short and concise. We'll go ahead and create it. When you create, your options are in terms of sharing the GPT. Only me, anyone with the link or the GPT store. I typically choose anyone with the link for starters. That way you can go back, you share it, but you can also go back and easily refine it, which is part of the process. That's an important, I think, foundational concept here is that it's not a one and done. It's an ongoing iteration or iterative process of refinement. That's probably the most important thing to take from this. So again, just to recap, we kicked it off by claiming the name or the intent. Let GPT do its thing. It created this really nice profile image, which can always be changed. And it asks, would you like to adjust anything about it? For example, the color tone. I'm going to say no. It's fine for now. And then we'll go back. It's saying next, let's refine the assistant and how it should approach its work to start. When someone asks for help writing or replying, what's the main goal you want it to focus on? Clarity, emotional tone, professionalism. I like professionalism. Can't go wrong with that. See if it changes the instructions. It is updating the GPT to make sure that the responses it gives are more professional. And it's customizing this GPT and making it not a standard GPT, but something specific. That's the idea. Prefer to never use humor. Stay away from emotional language. And I'm going to say never use humor and stay away from emotional language. And it's updating. Understood. Maintain strictly professional, neutral tone, no humor or emotional language. Okay, let's go over here. Looks like it adjusted the description. Helps draft calm, clear, and professional emails. I like it. And it's adjusted the instructions. And hopefully you can start to see here what's happening and why we do this versus just opening up a standard non-customized GPT. We're making this specific, smart, and tailored to our particular task or job. Go ahead and update this. And it asks me if I want to view the GPT, which is always a good thing to do. And here it is. Go ahead and run a quick test. Draft a calm reply to this email, make this email firm. Okay, so if we took an email here, pasted it in, I don't have one readily handy to copy and paste, but we could paste it in here and let it do its thing. Looks like, please paste the email you received. Okay, that's what I was missing. And let me know if you want the reply to be neutral, slightly firm, or more accommodating. So yes, you could do this with a standard GPT, sure, but why not use one that's more narrowly specialized? And that's what we're doing here. We'll talk more about that because that's a common thing that will be an ongoing point of discussion or point of training, which is what's the difference between this custom GPT and just a regular GPT? And it's a common question. There's good answers to it, and I get that a lot, and I want to make sure that I help people understand that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording and stop sharing, and then the next one will go into more detail.